a single time. Said they want to hold me, but she's dead and gone, don't hear my line.
All right, here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie Georges St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight, and ultimately he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proving ground here tonight. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson the Spider Silva, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. A lot of seminal moments in this sport, and I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got this hand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Nice straight right lands. Well, Silva's got the clinch here in the early going. Really nice defense there. All right, so there it is. First takedown attempt by the wrestler, and the kickboxer is able to stay upright. So I know it's early, but potentially a significant moment right there.
A huge moment for him, just to gain the knowledge that if I need to, I can defend effectively, even though he believed that he was going to take me down over and over again. This is massive. Now he gets to fight where he's comfortable.
Usman's in half guard. Side control now. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Knee on belly. He's raining down, ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp it.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. The wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allows Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately and he's landing to get damage off.
Waning seconds here of this opening round. Second round, straight ahead.
Excellent. Keeps dropping his left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for him to stay on the outside. Help him with the jab.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
Oh, we'll see how it goes here in round 2. Anderson Silva and Kamaru Usman. Well, Silva's shot is blocked.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
That is a heavy right hand from Kamaru Usman. I'm not sure how many more his opponent can take.
He broke Colby Covington's jaw with that exact same strike. When he lands, he can shut your lights out. You saw what he did to Moraes. I mean, he put him out with that right hand. He's become a great striker as his career has gone on.
Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Silva. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Good body kick. Usman's doing a real good job with his jab right now.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Usman. There's a kick. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh! Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Usman going for the takedown, but unable to land. So perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Spinning back fist. collar tie. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. That was lightning fast, that right hand. Nice stick to the body. Way to mix up the target.
Looking to land the right just out of range. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, hold guard here. Flying triangle attack.
Look at him, he's starting to flash. Oh my goodness. He slows him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Close guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Go right through him, but just stay on top after the ground you pound. Just stay on top.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. Even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts. Oh, right into mount.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Usman. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike lands. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Silva.
He's got to be careful here. Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Nice positional control here. Oh, this one could be over soon. Silva's in half guard now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kamaru Usman.
Full side control now.
Usman's right back to the full mount here.
Yep, got to be very careful there. Using a lot of good movement.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
You can't stand there and let him tear you apart.
All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Effective jab there by Usman. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Silva's really bad.
This is such a crazy fight. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Just misses with the straight left hand. Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done defensively. Well, Silva's eye is closing up. Attempts the front kick there.
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Trying to stay in this fight. Connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. Run, hide, grab, or wrestle. I mean, he's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Silva's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. 20 seconds to go. Now going upstairs with the left hook. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
Back to the feet. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Oh, that kick is good. Oh, massive diving punch, flush to the head. Looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched.
Kamaru Usman!
Oh, my Lord.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight, absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Kamaru Usman, your winner by TKO. He felt like if he was patient, the finish would materialize tonight, and that's largely the way it went down.
He did. He was patient. I mean, that's his personality. He isn't a guy that is going to overextend or put himself at risk. He takes his time, finds his punches, lands them, and then when he sees that he has you hurt, he jumps on you. He's a phenomenal fighter, and once again, he proved it in this fight tonight.
And, of course, he took no damage as well, which is an encouraging sign as he spins it forward later this year for another big matchup. Kamaru Usman getting it done as he